Creating an accurate MTO report is one of the biggest challenges in piping projects. It's a common source of claims and disputes between contractors and clients, and even a small mistake can lead to significant financial losses. Imagine a project where the required quantity of 20-inch pipe is reported as 250 meters instead of 25,000 meters. Or consider a case where the number of 20-inch ESD valves is reported as 13 instead of just 3. The consequences during procurement and construction would be disastrous. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to generate an accurate MTO report in AVEVA E3D and avoid some of the most common mistakes that can affect report accuracy. Let's get started. To generate an MTO report, we first need to create a report using the standard report window. There are two ways to access this window. The first method is to create a shortcut button in one of the menu tabs, such as the General tab. As you can see, we can use the Customize option in the upper right corner and create the button as demonstrated. Once the standard report button has been added to the General tab, simply click Create to open the standard report window. The second method is even easier. Just enter this command in the command line, and the standard report window will open immediately. Now let's define the information we need in our MTO report. A typical MTO report requires the following parameters: type, element type, P1 bore, P2 bore, and P3 bore, element size, DTXR, element description, MTXX, element material, ITLE, pipe lengths, quantity, number of elements. To combine identical items and calculate total quantities or pipe lengths, we need to use the column layout settings. By selecting New and then Column Layout, you'll see two important options at the bottom of the window: Value and Subtotal. If you set the Value option to Sub, duplicate rows will be grouped together and displayed as a single summarized row. The Subtotal option calculates totals for rows that share a common characteristic, based on a column where sorting has been applied. For example, all components with the same size can be grouped together and totaled. However, in an MTO report, we usually need something more specific. We want to count components that not only have the same size, but also share the same description. If you're familiar with the AVEVA catalog environment, you'll know that in the pipe specification window, each component's size and description combination has a unique name value. Internally, this value is called SPREF. That's why we need to include an additional parameter called SPREF. This allows the report to group and count all elements that belong to the same SPREF. Don't worry, it sounds more complicated than it actually is. Simply add the parameters one by one and set the value option to Sub for all of them. After adding all parameters, the next step is to configure the key parameter. SBREF. Open the Modify settings and set sorting to A to Z. Now, for both ITLE and quantity, set the subtotal value to 7, which corresponds to the 7th row. SBREF. For the unit setting of both parameters, select any /mm. That's it. Your MTO report is now ready to use. The summary of MTO report structure is shown. But our work isn't finished, yet we still need to review the generated report. Vars. Define the path where you want to save the file and choose the desired zone. Then click Apply to generate the MTO file. Next, open the generated file in Excel. A window called Text Import Wizard will appear. Click Next to reach the step where you can edit the vertical separators, known as column breaks. These breaks can be moved, adjusted, or removed as needed. This is a very important step in real projects. Incorrectly positioned column breaks can cause values to be split or truncated, resulting in incomplete numbers in the report. Make sure to scroll through the entire table and verify that the column breaks are positioned correctly so that no data is lost. Once everything looks correct, click Finish. In Excel, you can then easily transfer the pipe length values into the quantity column and make any additional edits or adjustments required for your project. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more AVEVA E3D tutorials. See you in the next video.